Okay. I was told to record when I got in. So I was told I have a gift somewhere around here. This is moving in. Let's see. From Grumpy. Oh my god. Did he bring 2 cows? No way over here. Oh my god. I'm building a sheep farm over there, and apparently he thinks I need a cow crusher. Grumpy. Thank you. Oh my god. I was wondering why I heard a cow. Oh my god, they're staying here for now. I hope that's okay. I don't have the brain power to move cows. I'm already gonna have to move sheep. I don't want to move cows right now, too. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Oh my god, well, Grumpy, thank you. I appreciate the moving in, Prezi. They will be moved somewhere else, probably over by the sheep. I don't know how to make that a pun. But thank you so much, man. Really appreciate the cows. We will make that cow crusher apparently now. That will be a thing. I don't normally have cow crushers, but we will have one this season. I've never made one. I don't understand how they work, and we will figure it out. Do we have the silence mobs tag on here? I feel like I should probably make your pen sooner rather than later so you can touch some grass. Hello everybody, my name's Crazeyy and welcome back to episode 5 on the MishMash craft server. Today, we're gonna start off in front of our enchanting area here. And I have been having an itch to kind of like update the base a little bit. I've done a couple things off camera that I'm going to show you real quick. For one, we went inside. Get back out. For one, we added these support pillars along the boardwalk here. That way it doesn't just look like it's floating. It has some support and it goes all the way to the base here. We've also added in these cool little plants down here. Kind of lights it up a little bit, adds a little bit of life. This is nowhere near done, but I'm just kind of like testing it out and seeing how I like the different plants. These were like crystals I found in the end. Pretty much all these are end plants that I found throughout my time just kind of exploring around. These are actually crystals that are in the end that kind of look like sea anemones to me. And then just some grasses and some cactus, and it just creates light and atmosphere and gives it a little bit of life down here. Like I said, nowhere near done, just a work in progress. The next elephant in the room is this bridge here. This is a new addition. It kind of just connects the two sides. I was tired of wasting one rocket to fly all the way over there, come back, and come to my portal. I also made a bit of a boardwalk here that would, you know, again, act as a walkway so we can not just fly around and land on this one little strip of stone here. So we now have easy access to our nether portals over to our boardwalk, XYZ. And I'm liking how it's turning out. I have to do the pillars on this side still. I ran out of dark oak at the time and I just haven't mined out more. So we were just kind of waiting for that to happen. So now we have a connection. And we also have this over here. So this is our sheep farm. I have every single color sheep of the rainbow, all 16. Unless better mods add stuff. Our sheep are up here. I don't think there's any extra colors to have added, but we have all the sheep up here. And there's only one of each. So we get a good bit of wool from it, but we don't need a whole lot. It's just for building or ancient city raiding whenever we get to that. So I didn't need a whole lot all the time. They're just kind of working their way through, and I think we have about a stack or so in each chest, maybe 2 at this point. I have AFK'd a little bit of it. We are still planning a couple builds along here. I think my next one is going to be somewhere in this area. At some point, Grumpy actually gave us 2 cows. So I think I'm going to want to use these guys. He gave them to me for a cow crusher. I don't know if I'm going to use them for a cow crusher. I might just keep them as cute little pets. I'm not really a big fan of the cow crushers just because I don't normally use them. I don't mind just eating potatoes all the time. It's not that big of a deal to me. But I might make a cow crusher. He might help us out on that one because I've never made one before, like I said. But I'm thinking I want to keep all the animals along here, so I'll probably put the cow crusher somewhere in here. And yeah, so we're just kind of working around the base, getting things up to speed, trying out different things that, you know, we might want to use. I've been using cactus pretty much everywhere. But one thing that's been really bothering me lately is this building. This building has been bothering me because when we go inside, there's just nothing to it. And I really want to change that. So I think what we're going to do, instead of doing like a time lapse or anything like that, we're just gonna spin around. I'm liking what we're doing so far, but I think it needs a little bit more. And there we have it. Alright, so we finished decorating this place, and I love how it looks. It captured that vibe that I really wanted in it. It has that sort of mystical look to it with the particle effects raining down onto the enchanting table. Okay, apparently I have a couple blocks I'm missing. We're gonna ignore those. But I like the pictures, the paintings. I love the ceiling, how it's 2 different levels, and we have this kind of like stripped wood holding it up. We have a little wall here, or a little glass window that we're gonna have a boardwalk right by, so you're able to look in and see what's kind of going on in here. And then we have our enchanting or our potion setup over here with plenty of storage for all of our potions. Also, I absolutely love the axolotl painting. I saw that and I knew I had to go up there. Even though it doesn't quite fit the vibes, it still has some of those pinks and blues and stuff that we were going for in here. I absolutely love it. We have a special place for the dragon egg now, as well as the head that we got from our server-wide dragon fight. I love how this place turned out, and I think it was the exact vibe that we were going for, so I'm super happy with it. And yeah. I'm pretty happy that we finally got this out of the way and taken care of. The base is coming together, and I couldn't be happier with how this particular room turned out. I love the attention to detail. I love the little knickknacks on the shelves. We have an empty armor stand there for our diamond set of armor. That iron set there, that was the set we were wearing last, so we'll have a special place for it now before we moved up into our diamond gear, and we'll have another set there that is just ready to go. And I don't think this could have turned out any better. I'm very happy with it. I'm very pleased with all the color palette choices and everything like that. I just have to fix that little L shape down there and actually get rid of that crafting table, and I think we'll be all set. I love it. We even did some things to the outside here. We'll take you out. We put some of those plants from the end. I'm loving these end plants. I have to cut back the vines again. I think I'm just going to remove specifically these over here. I'm going to remove those. But these end plants actually give off light as well and puts in a pop of color that we were missing from these gray walls for this kind of like mystical hut. So I ended up going into the nether to find a bunch of nether quartz for a project I'm working on here that we'll be getting to here shortly. But while I was in the nether, I actually had Grumpy reach out to me asking for my assistance. So let's go ahead and cut to that footage of us meeting up with Grumpy for the first time. Well, not really the first time. We saw him in the dragon fight, but the first time without a bunch of other people around. So let's go ahead and cut to that footage. Hello!
Hello, how are you?
Hello. Good, how are you?
I'm good. Let me just quickly turn you up a little bit. You're a little bit quiet. How did you get on with the dragon fight after I ran away?
Oh, it was hard. It was hard. I don't know what I mean, it was hard without those snowmen.
Yeah, the snowmen definitely saved the day.
Oh yeah, they really did.
So, I may or may not have watched a couple of your videos.
Oh, well, thank you.
And may or may not have been impressed by your base. And I may or may not need your help.
Okay.
So, this is what I've got. Right?
Okay.
This is my area so far. I have my portal.
Mm-hmm.
And my cow crusher.
Yes, your cow crusher. The famous cow crusher.
Cow crusher. And then over here's my not so super smelter.
Yes, I've seen this in your videos as well. I love it.
Oh, good. So I don't need to give you a tour then?
I've seen
Right.
that one over there is new, and then you finished this since I last saw your videos.
Yeah, so this one is kind of why I've called you over.
Okay.
Because the cactus farm, working great. Not a problem.
Okay.
Right? But this guy,
Yes.
there's a game of tag going on.
Hmm.
If I get tagged, I've got to live with Count for a whole week.
Yep.
And I don't know if I can cope with him for a whole week.
I mean, you already have one.
Yeah, well that's it. I shouldn't need to be tagged because I've already got a count. So what
Right.
I did, thinking cleverly, was I built this.
Ooh.
Count
Count
Cottage.
Cottage. Aww.
Because if I do get tagged,
Oh my
then
God.
he can live in there and I don't have to deal with him.
Fair enough. I love
So-
the floor design.
Well, he loves leaving crafting tables everywhere. So I thought I'd make a floor out of crafting tables. So I've done some things. I've done a picture and some blinds at the window and some curtains,
Uh-huh.
right? But I don't know how to do, like, everything else.
Okay.
So I'm thinking kitchen, seating, and then, like, bed and storage, because he likes to play around with storage. And I
Okay.
don't know if it's something you could possibly... I mean, I don't have much to give you, but if there's something you could possibly do to make it a bit more inviting for Count, so he stays in here instead of out there where I am.
Gotcha. So you want something inviting so much so that he will just live here, no questions asked.
Yeah, I just want him to come in and go, oh look, lots of things I can... I want it to be like a fidget spinner for a child.
Fidget spinner for a child. Okay. I think I
Just want it
can,
to distract him.
I love the glass. You never know where you're gonna find glass. Okay. Yeah. I can help you out with that.
Oh, there's an upstairs.
Is there?
Yeah, it's not a safe upstairs. Ah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to break in through a window and
Oh my
climb up
God.
a ladder on the outside. Again, crafting table because it's Count.
Necessary.
Just a couple of banners. One from JonDaGoat. And so, yeah. So he is an upstairs.
Okay. Now, do you want this upstairs to be accessible from the downstairs?
I mean, I'm not particularly bothered about it, but if you fancy doing that, you can do.
I think there's probably a better way to go about getting in here than through, although it's fun. Breaking in
Yeah.
through a window is always exciting.
Oh,
God, a
baby zombie down
child. I can definitely help you out with this a little bit, see what I can whip up. I'm not the greatest builder in the world, but I am challenging myself this season to work on that.
there. You've seen what I've built. You will be much better than me. It'll be fine.
Hey, I mean, I love the cactus farm. I like the look of it on the outside.
Yeah, I wanted it to try and look kinda nice. It's Boetic's fault.
Why is it
'Cause
his
I was
fault?
making things like the barn and the house there, and then he came along and built me a feather farm,
Uh-huh.
and he made it look really cool. So because he made it look cool, I thought, well, I better start making other things look cool.
You know, I
Anything
have
else?
a lot of materials at home. Let me run back and fill up some shulker cells and see what I can knock out for you.
That'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
That'd be useful. I knew you'd be best at this. I
So-
knew you'd be fabulous.
Okay, so we have our mission. We are going to decorate the heck out of a spot for Count. I know he likes orange, so we're gonna definitely use that to our advantage. We do have some orange wood, and orange and blue is kind of sticking out to me because those are contrasting colors. I think it would look really good if we can throw in some blue in there. We're gonna need a bed. We're gonna need tables. We're gonna need chairs. He wants like a little kitchen dining room area. So I'm imagining a lot. and we are going to give him the 9s. So let me gather some materials, and we will meet back after I gather everything for this decorating project. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I got everything that I am going to need. I got some flower pots, some wool, some different plants. I got different kinds of wood here. And I feel like we got some good colors. So crafting tabletops are typically like an orangish brown. I know Count's favorite color is orange, or at least he has mentioned in a video before that he likes orange. So we are going to give him orange with contrasting blues and whites and grays to kind of counteract that bright, vibrant tone. We don't want to overboard the vibrant colors of the orange and everything like that, but we definitely want to play in with those colors, give hints of those colors. Grumpy has already done some of the— oh my god, he really lit the way. Oh my god. He has torched the crap out of this path. Okay. Oh my god, Grumpy. So we're looking at oranges. I didn't grab too many, like, outside plants. If that's something he wants, we can definitely look at that later. We're working with a kind of small space, but that's okay. Simple thank you for helping gift. Aw, that's so sweet of him. I'm thinking over here could be the bedroom area. And over here could be like the little kitchen and all that. He has a nice fireplace set up, so we'll be able to walk in and have a nice little foyer, little sitting area. I'm thinking right about here we could probably utilize the fact that there is an upstairs. Or we can even put one right here. We'll probably put a ladder about right here. So that way he can kind of get up and down without it being too much of a hassle. Because I feel like this space up here is actually a pretty decent space. So let's offload all this stuff out here. Because I think right here would be a good place for him to be able to utilize the upstairs without it being too much out of the way. We'll put like a little trapdoor or something here, because this would be a really great like bedroom or anything like that. It just adds double the space here. He has windows. Oh god. Okay, don't touch those. He has like these wonderful little windows that we could put drapes on, have a little setup here. Speak of the devil.
Wow. You came prepared.
I try.
I left you a gift.
I saw, thank you.
I don't know how much of it's going to be useful to you, but there's a mixture of all sorts in there.
Hey, it's all useful, especially that sand. I have slacked off on going to get glass. So we spent some time helping Grumpy decorate the cabin for Count, and it was a lot of fun. I wouldn't consider myself the biggest builder, but I'm trying to perfect those skills this season, and this was a good test for that. I even got to come down into his original base and meet his little kitty, the little jelly cat. It was so cute, and help him defend his area from some pillagers that were trying to take over. This one was especially annoying. We made him a little bedroom, decorated his little dining room area with some bread and all, and just working with the mods and getting to see all these things that aren't typically in Minecraft it was just a lot of fun, and it really was a flex for my creativity, because it was something that I wouldn't normally get to do in normal Minecraft, especially with all these new little plants and blocks. There were so many to choose from, and getting to put things in the mason table and just kind of see what was happening and what I could do with it. It was very different from what I was used to. Grumpy built a cute little balcony that Count can go out to and have his morning tea if he wanted to. We made a nice little cupboard for him to store his bits in. And we'll give you the grand tour here in a minute. We do go over it just so you can see all the little details that might not be captured here. But it was just so much fun getting to see all the things that we would normally miss by playing vanilla Minecraft. I'm not the biggest mod fan, but I think I can get used to some of these mods, especially with the decorations and all. They're super cute, but we still have to do some of the normal Minecraft tricks just to make it feel like vanilla. So we have a little kitchen with drawers. We have a little place to sit your butt by the fireplace.
Yeah.
We have a little place for you to enjoy your meals with a baked potato that looks like bread.
Yeah.
A little upstairs bedroom with a picture and a plant. Nice closet to store your bits in. Some books for you to read. And a patio that you can walk out onto.
Yeah. And I might build a nice pond or something. So you can look at a pond.
A pond would be cute. Little neutral.
I don't know what I've done, but I'm stuck.
You've sat on the... You sat on the windowsill. Can you not shift out of it?
Oh, I'm sat there. Okay.
There you go.
That's typical.
I think
Grumpy.
you have those.
That's fine.
Oh dear.
Coming back. I went to close the window and it moved me into the window.
Oh my god. Little cushion next to the window so you can sit there and read your books. Is there anything this place is missing?
Don't think so. Technically, it's just a holiday home, and this is much nicer than most holiday homes I've been in.
That's fair. Can't add privacy curtains.
Doesn't need privacy downstairs.
Nah. Who needs that?
Yeah.
Well, by the amount of blocks I brought, I think I grossly overestimated how many blocks I was gonna need.
I'm gonna put random things in these cupboards so that when he goes rummaging through, he'll be like, "Ooh, ooh."
There's food. There's banana bread. There's carrots.
Yeah, because he's bound to want feeding.
Yeah, he did demand food from who was it? Lottie? I was with him.
Lottie. Yeah. I'll go bake some potatoes.
Oh my god. I fixed these windows. They were bothering me. Some of them were opening at different directions. Now, I'm gonna put the cups in some of these drawers or cupboards. I'm gonna put some bowls up here. Put a plate in one so it looks like it's stocked.
If I never get tagged and Count never comes here ever again, then Count Cottage has been for who
Oh my
knows
God.
what.
Well, you know, if you never get tagged and Count doesn't come here, then you just have to kidnap him.
Yeah.
You know, like
No, I've got
throw
a
a lead on
kidnap
him.
place. I've got a kidnap place already.
Right?
Yeah, I've got.
Oh lord.
See?
So if Hatter or Boetic or if anyone ever goes missing, I know to look for them down there.
If
Oh
I
my
can't get
God.
the heads, I'll just get them and put them in.
Oh lord. Just I don't know. They've been on the server, but they keep typing SOS in the chat. I just don't get it. Oh, that's
Nobody
no
can
fun. You
find
gave them
They must-
stairs. They can
must be in the
escape.
end. Yeah, I'll get
Okay,
rid of them.
maybe they can't escape.
See?
Hold on.
See? False hope.
It is. Oh no. Oh Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Cheating. I know. I'll break it so they can't escape. There we go. Oh my god. Well,
So yeah,
I
we
know
haven't got
where to go
mission.
find them.
Yeah, because I'm just going like that. How about that? Ah, trapped in my own trap.
Wahaha. Now who's kidnapped?
It's good job someone's left a block down here floating.
Dang it. Well, Hatter Boetic, I tried to save you from his evil clutches, but it didn't work.
No,
Sorry, guys, I tried.
Just too smart.
It's like that, isn't there like a game where you're trying to close the floors out, or you're trying to dig the floors out, or something like that?
Oh, it is, isn't it? And if you have to try and make the other person drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like that, where like you're running around the room and you can just like throw these open. But if you stand on the edge, you can't ever get dropped, because you're just standing on the edge of the trapdoor. If you want any more done to that house, please let me know if you come up with any ideas. I'll help you execute it. That being said, my husband is getting hangry.
Oh, you better go feed him.
Right?
Yeah.
He poked his head in here while we were working, and I was like, I need you to depart. What does this do? I built these.
Well,
I don't know what they do.
Thank you very much for your help.
Not a problem. I will leave you with these shelves. I don't really know what they do. Are they
like
just
wine racks?
They do. They do look like wine racks, but I don't think Minecraft is advanced enough to have wine yet. I don't know.
I'll find a use for them.
And thank you so much for the nice gift. It was unnecessary, but it was so sweet of you.
That's
I would have
fine.
done all of this for free.
Hopefully some of it's useful to you.
I will find use for it, especially these bars. I wanna play around with them. They look interesting.
Yeah, I thought you'd find something. I thought it would fit well in your cave.
Yeah, they would. I'm thinking of making like an end-based little hut to house all the end blocks and plants and everything like that. Maybe I'll use these as like decoration or a window or something like that, or I'll put a end crystal straight on the floor and bar it off. I don't know.
Ooh.
Give people a little thrill when they walk in.
Yeah. Better than my little disco.
Right. Oh, the blocks of iron are gonna be so useful. Oh god. Nope. Nope.
I slept.
Cool. I haven't slept in many days, so those are probably all mine. Go away, you stupid birds. Oh, I don't have an arrow. Yes, I do. Good shot. Hopefully this all fits. Okay.
Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you. Hopefully Count moves in here immediately and doesn't even look behind him and is just like, you know, this has my name on it. I'm living here now. Goodbye.
Yeah, just not permanently.
I don't know. It's until you tag someone.
I know where you live.
No you don't. I'm moving.
I've been to your base. I gave you cows in a boat.
Oh my god, I had to move the cows. I had to put both cows in one boat because my axolotls kept jumping in the boats with the cows and killing themselves. And I was like, oh come on, please stop. So they found different ways to kill themselves.
That's a very unique way of killing themselves.
Yeah, I'm like walking around my base and I just hear the little killing sound, or like the little pain sounds of the axolotls. I turn around and I just watch one keel over in the boat with the cow, and I'm like, the cow's killing my axolotls. Oh god.
So, my gift was a curse. Okay.
They're in one boat. Well, they are sitting in the same spot you left them because I haven't figured out where to put a cow crusher yet, or honestly, I don't really know how to build one.
Oh, it's really easy. I can do that.
I might call you for the expert assistance then.
It's super easy, but yeah, I can do that. It'll take
Awesome.
no time at all.
Awesome. Yeah, I have never built one and I've never bothered to look at them, so I don't know how to do it. So I might be calling upon you for your expertise.
Okay. That's fine. I will look like I know what I'm doing. No, I do know what I'm doing, but it is super
Exactly.
easy. It
Good
is
to know.
super easy.
Until then, they
I mean,
sit in one boat, so they stop killing my pets.
yeah. If I can do it, the hardest bit is getting the cows in the hole. Once
Okay.
that bit's done, it's all easy.
Fair enough.
So,
Well, it was fun. Thank you for letting me help you with that. That was a good exercise.
Thank you for helping me because I am horrific at interiors.
I am attempting. I'm not great at them, but I'm attempting.
I don't even know how to make that table thing you brought with you. So, I'm doing well.
Yes, they're not. Yeah. I just keep finding things and putting them down.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. I look forward to doing stuff with you in the future. Hopefully that cow crusher.
Yeah. And some adventures.
Yes, adventures.
Yeah,
We have some things planned.
Ooh.
Well, goodbye.
Bye.
So the next thing to do on my to-do list for this episode is actually to build a kelp farm. I've been wanting to build an auto smelter, and I think a kelp farm just automatically feeding itself and making the energy and all that would be a good addition to be able to have all of that fuel and everything pumped through so we don't ever have to worry about it. And I've never honestly built a auto smelter before, and I want to try my hand at it. I've glanced at a few tutorials. I'm not going to go off of one, but I glanced at a couple just to kind of get the basic idea of it. And I'm going to mess with auto crafters and all those new blocks of 1.21 here. Play around with those a little bit. But before we can go off and do that, we have some footage that I have to show you, and it's Boetic needing a little help from us. So I get a message from Boetic. Apparently he is raiding a woodland mansion, and Vindicators nipped his butt, and he doesn't have an ender chest or anything like that. So he asked me to bring him an ender chest and possibly help him get his stuff back. So I am like racing to go and help him before his stuff disappears. Oh, I just hope I can make it on time. I'm dolphining, trying to keep my speed up without wasting all of my rockets. This will be an interesting thing, because we will be deaf to each other. Or he will be deaf to me. He doesn't have sound or a microphone, I'm assuming because he's probably working. But, you know, you don't need sound to fight a woodland mansion, it's fine. I'm trying to stick with him to help him. God. I don't know where his stuff is. I also don't know where he is. Oh, you came in a legit way. Okay. I'll take a cauldron. Just gonna patched. Children! Child! More! No. Yeah, so he got killed in a woodland mansion and ended up needing me to come and bring him an ender chest. I was just peacefully mining under our house here and he needed an ender chest, so I rushed off to go and try to help him. And we ended up taking on the last little bit of the woodland mansion together so I can help him get his stuff back because he died like all the way in the depths of it. So for helping him out and getting him his stuff back, and all his netherite gear was out there. So we were glad that we were able to swoop in and be able to help him a little bit. But he gave us this nice little... Whoa! He gave us this nice little box. And there was a second Efficiency 5 book, but I already put it on my Silk Touch pickaxe. So we actually have a decent Silk Touch pickaxe now. But he gave us basically 3 good picks without Silk Touch or Fortune. And I am so grateful for that because I really needed a backup set of picks. I haven't put them on the picks yet, but we have a backup set if we so need it. We can enchant until we get Fortune or Silk Touch, and we're able to just get new picks going there. And I'm so grateful for that because, dear God, enchanting those picks is probably one of the hardest things to do, and I don't want to waste all my diamonds making a pickaxe just to enchant and blah blah blah. Maybe eventually we'll work up our way to villagers, but in all honesty, I'm not seeing that in our future. So I got plenty of quartz. I went to the nether and went quartz mining for a while, so we have plenty of quartz to make the stuff with, and I have a single observer. That's not going to be enough. I have a single observer, I have a couple dispensers and stuff like that, and I have a spot all picked out for this farm. I have a spot picked out for the furnaces, and the farm's gonna kind of go up in the mountain area. I want to tuck all big farms kind of up and out of the way, so they're not visible by the ground. I don't want to see the kelp growing, but right next to our little enchanting shop here, we're gonna have this nice little furnace array. It's gonna wrap back and around. I really am trying to use the new 1.21 blocks. I'm really liking these tough bricks. I think they're really cool. I love the color of them. And then I'm using some frog lights with the green on them to kind of match that green undertone of the tough, while also using the black border to match the deep slate bricks along the top there. And that's gonna be our lighting. I have a hole punched out over here because I have a way to get up into the mountain. I had to really fight my way up. This goes up probably about 30 blocks or so. My biggest issue right now is probably this little space right here. So, in fact, let's make this easy on ourselves and free cam for a second. So this hopper line right here is going to be the input for the furnaces. So I need to somehow figure out how I'm going to split the kelp evenly between these 5 hoppers. And then these are going to be the fuel input, and then this is the output. And I don't know why I have it going this way. Oh, it goes out into the middle, that's why. So here's my thinking. I'm still working out the details. But up here, if we go up to this little... If we can make it up this little hole here. Go all the way up here. Here's the hole that I dug out for all the farms. All the kelp farms and everything like that. I'm thinking of setting up, we have 5 furnaces down there, 5 different kelp farms. Maybe like 2 tall. I might have to raise this roof a little bit more. But I'm thinking of doing 5 different farms and have them all individually funneled down to a furnace. That way, one furnace can be in charge of one farm, essentially, and have it fall directly into there. That way, we can avoid having to set up like a minecart system through here to deliver it evenly. We can avoid having to set up like some sort of funky water system, anything like that. And then the other thing that I have to figure out is after it comes out of the bottom of the furnaces here, they're gonna go up into the fuel lines to refuel the furnaces. So I have to figure out how I'm going to do that. And then the ones that don't need to go back into these furnaces, I'm going to have them kind of go up and over into this wall, where there's going to be my super smelter and the like the super smelter for the stuff that I want to come and put in. So if I want to put in all that copper or anything like that, it's going to be all over in this wall. This wall I unfortunately can't do too much with. I might just do it as decoration because it's just so close to the enchanted shop. Like that little stone wall right there is the only space I have in between. But if I wanted to have this, like these furnaces on this wall, I needed the little space behind this wall right here. I might be able to push it out just a little bit, but I'm also trying to keep the natural curve of the cave. That is what we are working on. I'm not going to do all of the hookup and everything on camera. I'm going to try to do as much as I can, but this is also redstone, which is hard for me. I don't completely grasp redstone as much as I probably should by this point. I've made some really big redstone contraptions off of videos, but I'm going to try really hard not to reference videos on this particular farm because I want to see how far I can push my redstone knowledge. I know things about stuff, but I don't know if that stuff about things is helpful here. So let's go ahead and get started on that that farm up top. I want to start with the kelp farm up top and then hook it. Maybe I want to start with hooking it up first. If I work from the ground up, it would make sense. Let me do a think on that, and we'll start a time lapse of me trying to figure my life out. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so we set up 3 of the kelp farms. I'm gonna go into free cam here so we can go up here quickly. I'm also out of rockets. So we set up these 3 right here, and they're all connected to this one. I figured that having 1 for each furnace wasn't gonna be pumping enough to replenish what we would be using in the time it would take. So I'm gonna try 3. If I feel like 3 is not enough for 1, I will up the amount. Maybe put a second layer on those 3 so it's easy to connect. But for right now, 3 is feeding 1 furnace. I have no fuel in here yet just because I don't feel like it's time to do that yet. And I have an auto crafter. And I have a hopper going into the auto crafter. The thing is, I have 0 idea how an auto crafter actually works. I played around with it a little bit when a mod first came out just to see... Whoop, wrong box. Just to see kind of what they did. But the thing is, I couldn't figure it out. Boetic has one that's making bone blocks. It would be the same recipe as the kelp blocks. So he's not on. I'm gonna go and see if I can't look at his and kind of figure out how to make that thing work before we continue on, add fuel into the furnace, all that stuff. So we're gonna make a real quick trip to Boetic's and go down to his, I want to say it's his moss farm that's creating all of the bone blocks, and we're gonna see if we can't figure out how he has it hooked up. And if we go down, it's that one. Yep. Oh, too sticky. Go down. Oh, I hate this sound. Oh, I hate the sound. Okay, let's pop off. Woo. Just get out here. Interesting. Okay, I'm not an employee, but I'm not here to steal. My lord. Dear God. Okay, so let's... This kind of goes into his farming area. So those are his shulker loaders. I'm not here to steal. I'm here to observe. I need to see how things work, because I am the dumb and don't understand how things work. Okay, I guess first I gotta find the stupid thing. He's done some updates since I've been here. Okay. Lots of cats. Auto crafter. Let's see, this looks like a bone block. Okay, here we go. Okay, so he has... How the heck? Okay, so he has a composter filled to the brim. And a comparator comparing that in the negative state. What the nuts is happening here? What is happening here? If I had to take a guess, I would say that a full composter probably puts out a tick of 9, 12, I don't know. Puts out a tick. Where when this is greater than this, because this is a greater than symbol, which is how I remember. So when this ticks off and this is greater than this happens and it fires into the chest. Do I even have that remotely correct? Like, I can't pretend like I understand what's going on here. But I can pretend to understand what's going on here and copy exactly what the smart person did. That's a different beast. So we have a picture of that. How the hell do we get out of here? Oh, you've made your place too complicated. I need you to dumb it down for the idiots in the back. How do I leave? It's not this way. Okay, don't break the complicated redstone. You're not smart enough to figure out how to put it back. Okay, we leave. We leave now. Your place is... I'm confused by the boat brigade. The collective. Okay, we leave now. Boetic's doing things that I don't understand, and he is much smarter than me in all redstone aspects. So I'm just gonna leave him to do him. And I'm gonna go back to my overly simplistic kelp farm that I can't figure out. Oh god. I told him he can't come look at this because he will laugh at me. I might have to ban him from watching this video. Otherwise, I feel the laughter coming on. Okay. So, now that we kind of have that in our brains, let's look at this. Okay, so I feel like we need a composter. Let's start with that. We don't need a fancy composter. So we have a composter. Okay, so we've done some work on the giant smelter area here, and it looks a little different. I'm liking the turnout. As you can see, we've gone down to one furnace. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but we did have to go down to a single furnace because the farms up top were not producing enough to fill more than just one. It has been working. I left this running for a couple hours. It's not the fastest, obviously, because it only has one furnace, but it's going. And I have these all set up. They're not hooked up in the slightest. They all are facades for right now, but we will get them underway here shortly. I'm just kind of waiting for this to fill up, and then if that fills up and the hopper fills up, they will come over here to this barrel, and everything will go in this barrel. But for right now, that will eventually be a furnace, but for right now, that's just going to be where they're going in. And then we'll have all of these fill up slowly but surely. This will be the input chest, and this will be the output chest eventually. I have to still hook it all up. None of this is hooked up. It's just kind of like laid out for right now. And I might have like a shulker stuffer stuffed back in the wall here. And, have any extra dried kelp blocks when this isn't being used, because I don't use furnaces all the time. When this isn't being used, all the dried kelp blocks have a place to go, and it can stuff shulkers with it. And since it's not the fastest, it'll take a long time to even get one shulker. But we have a maintenance hatch here, where if we go up here, you can see everything is hooked up to this one area right here. It all falls down to the one hopper. We have 5 farms here. And if we go up this little hole, go up the hole. Go. Come on. Got it. We are starting to move and dig out an area for, I'm wanting 6 more up here, and they're all going to fall into the same furnace. If that is too much, then that's when I will rewire some things and hook up another furnace or 2 or anything like that. But that's going to be a lot of work. So I'm trying to prevent that if I can. I don't think 6 more will overwhelm the 1, because there's a lot of times where I'll look in the furnace and there's nothing happening. I might hook up like 3, see how that does. Add another. But I think 11 of these things won't be the worst. 11 times 8, 88 pieces of kelp. Yeah, I mean, they can only produce 166? Question mark? 176? 176. You can only produce at most 176 pieces of kelp, and it's not even that much, because then it would all have to be 2. Anyway, math. Whoop, there goes some. They all make their way down there to their fiery deaths. But, yeah, for now, you know, I'm gonna work on this off camera. It's not really the most exciting thing in the world to be doing. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with the setup. It's working. I'm able to AFK it. That's all I really cared about. For now, it's as good as it's going to get, and I am satisfied with that. For now. If we require more later, that's a different story. We can always expand. That's why I did it kind of up in the roof, so we have room to expand. But unfortunately, that is all that we have time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate everything. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what else you want to see in this cave. I have a couple more ideas for what's going to go on in some of the walls across the way and all that, but I'm always looking for more ideas, and we're going to be decorating, hopefully underwater here very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!